Hello, welcome to Inspirational Enthusiasm. My name is Lori Petty, and I've started this channel in order to help people that are going through struggles from either the past or the present. I've spent my entire life with struggles. I'm in my early 50s, and I was experiencing challenging times from a child. I had a biological father who was an abusive alcoholic. He was mentally ill, and he was in World War II, which also added to the strain on his mental health. So that started when I was a baby, and as I went on, early on, my earliest memories are of anxiety attacks. And at the time, I didn't know what they were because I was little, but I would get to a point where my mind would be racing and I couldn't catch my breath, and it was uncontrollable and it was scary. And I learned over the years different ways to handle those emotions. First of all, I started off the wrong way, and it's taken me all these years to come around and find coping techniques and different methods, such as utilizing my hobbies and, being with friends and loved ones and helping others. That has been my goal in life since I was little, was to help others because of the experiences that I had early on and throughout my life. One of the biggest things we'll talk about on this channel is self-care. A lot of us, and especially women, are programmed to take care of others first and then yourself. Well, you can't fully take care of others if you're not taking care of yourself. And it sounds counterintuitive sometimes, but it creates a lot of different things if you don't take care of yourself. For one, you'll bottle it up and it'll come out in an explosion, which is something that I used to be very good at. A lot of people will self-medicate, and that's what I was really good at too. I started drinking when I was 11 years old and became a very successful or unsuccessful alcoholic, and experienced that for over 30 years. And coming up this June will be my 6th year sobriety. Now, to say that things got easier when I got sober would be laughable, because they actually got harder, and or so it felt at times, because then I had to deal with things without the self-medicating assistance. So what we're going to talk about on this channel is how to overcome, the wrong ways to handle your emotions, and provide some techniques as simple as breathing, meditation. I know a lot of people say, oh, I can't meditate, my mind doesn't work that way, but there's different techniques and different things that you can do. Singing, dancing, there are different ways to meditate. It doesn't have to be traditional. And that's something I really want to emphasize, is this is not traditional at all, what I'll talk about. I'll talk about crystals and their healing properties, essential oils, earthing. And earthing is just as simple as going outside and taking a walk. Take your shoes off and get into the grass and be one with nature. I'll talk about the different cycles of the moon and how they impact you and your emotions, and how you can utilize the different phases of the moon for manifestation, for things that you want, and also for releasing all that no longer serves you. So the gist of the channel is to, have fun. We will get serious. We will also cry at times. I'll tell stories and about myself and about others, and really try to help lead by example with what I went through and how I overcame it. And when I say lead by example, I'll be real honest about some of the things that I did in my life, and that's not easy, to put yourself out there and be vulnerable, but I know that it will be most helpful in the end. And then I'll also welcome everybody to participate if you have questions, if you have things that you want to know about. just anything, questions, sharing your stories, and all of that. We'll use all those for examples, and there'll be things that I learn, because what I have experienced in all of my years is that when I help others, it actually helps me more in return. So this is the first video, and there'll be many more to come. In a couple days, we'll be talking about self-talk, because I think that's one of the most important things to begin with, because the person you talk to the most in your life is yourself. And what we fail to realize a lot of times is that we are not nice to ourselves. So that will be our first topic. And with that, I'll say good evening, and thank you for tuning in. I wish you peace, love, and light. Bye-bye.